I wasted a full day building a WhatsApp waitlist system before realizing I could replace it in 10 minutes. Here's what happened. I'm building an app called OrderHand. It helps people who sell on WhatsApp to record and track their sales, because right now a lot of them are using spreadsheets. My wife does this. It's painful. So I built a landing page for the app with a button for joining a waitlist. Normally I'd use email for the waitlist, but in this case, my app's users are on WhatsApp, so it makes sense to use WhatsApp, right? Well, here's where things start going wrong. My WhatsApp number is tied to the WhatsApp Cloud API. So that means I can't use it with any of the existing WhatsApp newsletter services, at least not the ones I found. In fact, it's so locked to the WhatsApp API that I can't even use it with the WhatsApp app. No problem, I thought. I'm a software engineer, I'm a builder, I can whip up my own WhatsApp newsletter system. And I can collect numbers now and add the bit to send messages later. Makes sense, right? Wrong. I spent a full day building a basic WhatsApp newsletter system complete with the sign-up form before Meta's annoying messaging restrictions made me rethink what I was doing. That's when it hit me. WhatsApp channels make pretty decent waitlist or newsletter. Sure, I still can't use it with the WhatsApp number that's locked into the Cloud API, but I've got a second number. I can use that. So the sign-up form complete with OTP verification that I built, that collapses down to a single link, and WhatsApp sellers can click the link. That brings them straight to the OrderHand waitlist channel and they can subscribe there. Problem solved. Now I can focus on writing the actual app code. Oh yeah, click the link below the video and you can see the landing page for yourself with the sign up. I really wish that I'd realized my mistake earlier. Then I'd be a day further ahead, because I could have used this time for something for actual MVP code. Sometimes we get so fixated on one solution that we don't see the better, simpler one that's just off to the side, just outside of our peripheral vision. In this case, I was just too eager to build something. My mistake. I won't do that next time. Anyway, it still saved me a few days, and now I can focus on writing the actual app code. Actually, I'd better do some marketing too, starting with replacing the placeholder image on the landing page with an actual product screenshot. Yes, that's the live OrderHand landing page or home page with a placeholder image in it. I'd better get to work. See you next time.